Let's talk about Monday night and you. I mean, it just seems to bring out the best in you. I mean, you give us the best every week, but just talk about Monday night and another great performance, maybe your best Monday night performance ever.
I mean, it's a great team performance all the way around. Coming off the bye week, fresh, really knowing that, hey, this second half of the season, the most important part of the season is upon us, and we want to continue to put forth our best effort, and I think we did that tonight. It was a great team win. I think there's something about playing on prime time. Obviously, we prepare the same way, we do everything the same way, and yet every time they put you on prime time, they're putting you against a great opponent, and a team that, you just make sure you know that you got to put forth your best foot, and so I like to think we've been able to do that, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Our guys in the studio, Paul and Victor, were breaking down all the great passing numbers tonight, but you were running the football. We had Ingram on and Deuce McAllister before you. I asked them, did you give Brees any running tips? And they said no, he did it on his own. First, let's talk about the play when you shed a few tacklers, big defensive lineman and Justin Tuck, and then a Giants linebacker, and you had the presence of mind to not go over the line of scrimmage and still complete the pass. You gotta like that play, huh?
I think I was lucky the fact that I didn't cross the line of scrimmage. I felt like I was deep enough. You just kind of have that awareness of where you are. I didn't feel like I had gone down the field very far. I was really trying to get around and turn the corner on the guy, but he kind of had the angle on me, so I stopped, and then you're at that point where, hey, I'm either throwing it away or if I can dish it to somebody and get some positive yards, great, and all of a sudden Pierre's just kind of staring at me and dish it to him, and it becomes a great play.
And then you get the rushing touchdown, your 8th career rushing touchdown, the first since '09. And then we have to talk about Michael Jordan, because then you tried to pull Jimmy Graham, and you apologized to Michael Jordan for the celebration there?
Well, I apologize to MJ, because that dunk was one that he used to do. And I remember the first time I saw it in a game, probably on his Come Fly With Me video, one of the videos I used to watch about MJ growing up. But that was a dunk that I mimicked as a kid all the time. We used to play dunk ball on 7-foot goals, 8-foot goals. Now, this is big boy league out here. You got a 10-foot, crossbar. Jimmy Graham makes it look easy. The dude's 6'6", and he can jump out of the gym, so he throws it down. And, so we dunked that one at Miami back in '09 off of 2 feet, one-handed. I thought, all right, I think I'm ready to step my game up and go off 1 foot and then kind of get this Michael Jordan dunk. And to be honest with you, I was a little more tired than I thought I would be going into that dunk. And then as I sprung off that left leg, there was no spring. It was just kind of, leg kind of buckled a little bit. I realized I wasn't going to make it, so I just kind of turned it into a finger roll. So somebody said I should just call it a combination of Michael Jordan and George Gerwin. So it was that, here Michael Jordan and then the Gerwin finger roll.
Will Smith told me, despite your big night, you're going to find something. So if that's the only bad thing tonight, that's not bad, right?
Oh, there's plenty of other stuff. There was lots of completions that should have been had that didn't, and
right.
But that's just the way that I am. That's the way that we are. It's never as good, never as bad. Obviously, you score 49 points, you're doing something right, but we can always improve.
Just a few more. I thought it was very impressive. Just over a minute left in the half. You guys go down the field and you score in 34 seconds on that drive. I mean, you finish with the Lance Moore touchdown. That was impressive, 34 seconds there.
Yeah, there was a minute 9, and I think we had 3 timeouts, so, we feel like, hey, that's well within our scoring range. Of course, that big play to Marcus right off the bat was huge. Obviously got us down there and allowed us the opportunity to, stick in the end zone, which it was a huge, huge point in the game, because now you go in with a ton of momentum at halftime, and then, come out in the third quarter trying to do the same thing.
And let's talk about against the Giant football team. You scored a lot of points against the Colts. This Giants football team, more talented, having a better season. The most points put up against the Giants since 1999. That says a lot about this offense.
Well, it was a great win, and I think our expectation levels are pretty high. We set the bar high for ourselves. We're trying to be great. We're not just trying to be good, we're trying to be great. And I feel like we've got all the pieces to the puzzle there. We've got great coaches, we've got a great game plan every week. We've got players that believe, have confidence in one another and in the scheme. And we're just trying to execute to the best of our ability.
Drew, final question, and the most important question. You finally win a coin toss.
Unbelievable. 1 out of 12. 12 times the charm. Yeah, you know what? I kind of laughed when we won it. I said, well, it's inevitable, I guess. So we'll take the ball. So all good.
All right, well, it's a great game tonight. As always, I appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.